Hi everybody, Tom Gile with the Gile Group. Today is Tuesday, June 30th, bringing you this week's Gile Report. This week we're going to break out the crystal ball and not only look at the numbers, but we're going to look at what the experts are predicting for the months and years to come. Let's get started. Mortgage rates continue to be a top driver and story of the real estate and economy right now. Taking a look at last week's rates, the 30-year fixed rate was at a low 3.13%. And the 15-year fixed rate was at 2.59%. Those are unchanged from the week before, and they are historically low rates. These rates are continuing to have a very positive effect on home sales and the economy in general. So let's take a look at what that means for home sales here in the Portland area. We're going to take a look at our leading indicators first. Listings are up 9% from the week before at 716 new listings on the market. Pending sales took just a slight dip. I'm really going to call them on par with last week. There were 696 pending sales last week, down 1.1%. Lockbox opens virtually unchanged at 22,921 lockbox opens in the Portland metro area. That is down about 26 opens from the week before. So continuing some positive trends here in the leading indicators. And you can see here by the graphs, the good news is we've crossed the line again where we've got more listings than we do sales. So that's helping with our inventory situation some. Looking at a historical perspective, new listings are, we're closing that gap. We're at 7.6% below where we were at this week last year. And pending sales continue to be strong. We're at 24.7% above where we're at in 2019. Here's some additional information from Freddie Mac. It just continues to drive the point that we're seeing here. This was in Freddie Mac's outlook this week. It talks about after the Great Recession that we had in 2008, 2009, it took about 10 years for home purchases to rebound. We have basically crossed that threshold in about a 10-week period here this year. So a very different economic situation when it comes to the housing market and compared to the last recession that we had in the 2008-2009 era. Switching gears to prices, as you can see, the median home price continues to be rock solid here in the Portland area at $459,950. Let's take a look and see what the experts are saying. This first graphic here is from Zillow. It is information across the nation and is comparing June's activity to May's activity. In June, pending sales are up about 24.5% from May. New listings taken were up about 19.3%. This is pretty similar to what we're seeing here in the Portland area. We're off a little bit. Our pending sales for the same time period were up about 18%. New listings up about 13%. So we're lagging a little bit on these numbers. Part of, I think, what we're seeing here in the pending sales, though, is we started out earlier. So we got on a pretty aggressive jump in late April, early May on our pending sales. And we're really starting to see that starting to climb. So let's take a look at this graphic. It does a great job laying out what a number of experts are predicting home prices to do over the next 3 years. You can see there's pretty much a consensus that everyone is expecting to see continued growth and appreciation in the housing market. And those numbers are ranging anywhere from about 0.4% this year up to some aggressive ones expecting about a 4% increase in home prices this year, and continued appreciation anywhere from the 2s to 4s each year over the next couple years in 2021 and 2022. Here's a couple great quotes from a couple industry experts out there. The first one is from Joel Kahn, the Mortgage Bankers Association. He is revising his forecast. Initially, he said he thought that housing data and housing activity is going to decline in the third quarter of 2020 by about 2%. He's actually turned that around and now saying that he expects to see about a 2% growth across the nation as we go through 2020. I get a lot of people ask me what we think interest rates are going to do, especially since they're at these historic lows. Here's some information from Freddie Mac that was put out on their website, and they are predicting that the low interest rates are going to continue on through 2020 into 2021. Thinking they're going to be in that mid-3 range here. So good information on interest rates. Looks like we're going to be continuing to have interest rates help us out in the economy and home sales in general. Have any questions about the economy or real estate? Ask the Gile Group. We're here for you. We're on social media. You can check us out there or shoot us an email at askgilegroup@gilegroup.com. We'd love to hear from you.